A lion strolls through the Serengeti and sees a zebra. He grabs it by the throat and asks, "Who's the king of the jungle, you striped The terrified zebra stammers, You are Mr. Lion, sir. We all know that." "Damn right," says the lion, "and don't you forget it." He leaves the zebra and sees a leopard nearby. He pounces on the leopard and pins it to the ground. "All right, you spotted pussy, who's the king of the jungle, eh?" queries the lion. "You are. Your Majesty, you are," responds the leopard. "You are damn right," says the lion. "And don't you ever forget it, okay?" The lion spots a bull elephant grazing nearby. He rushes over and grabs it by the trunk. "All right, you long-nosed blimp, who's the king of this jungle, huh?" The elephant wraps his trunk around the lion, lifts him into the air, pounds him onto the ground half a dozen times, and then tosses him 50 FT into the air with his tusks before finally stomping on him. The lion slowly picks himself up off the ground, licks his wounds, and meekly replies, All right. There's no need to lose your temper just because you don't know the answer. A driver was pulled over for speeding. The cop approaches and says, "Do you know how fast you were going?" The driver replies, Yeah, make it quick. I just robbed a bank and I just lost those cops a few miles back." "Really?" As the cop starts taking notes. "All by yourself?" "Nah. I had a partner, but I shot him. He's in the trunk. I also have to smuggle the 20 kilo of cocaine next to him soon, so can you just please hurry up?" "Yeah. I'm calling for backup." The cop takes the driver's keys and puts him in handcuffs. 10 minutes later, 2 squad cars each with a pair of officers arrive and inspect the man's vehicle. They kept looking and looking, but they can't find the money corpse nor the cocaine. One of the latter cops, the sergeant, goes to the driver to apologize. "I'm sorry to inconvenience you, sir, but our man told us you robbed a bank, killed a man, and was about to smuggle coke." "What? I assure you that a God-fearing man like me will never do any abhorrent deed." "Yes, our mistake. I bet that bastard also said I was speeding." 3 friends stranded on a deserted island find a magic lamp. Inside, it is a genie who agrees to grant each friend one wish. "I want to go home," says the first friend. The genie grants her wish. "I want to go home too," says the second friend. And the genie sends him back home. "I'm lonely," says the third friend. "I sure wish my friends were back here." A young boy enters a barber shop, and the barber whispers to his customer, "This is the dumbest kid in the world. Watch while I prove it to you." The barber puts a dollar bill in one hand and 2 quarters in the other, then calls the boy over and asks, "Which do you want, son?" The boy takes the quarters and leaves. "What did I tell you?" said the barber. "That kid never learns." Later, when the customer leaves, he sees the same young boy coming out of the ice cream parlor. "Hey, son, may I ask you a question? Why did you take the quarters instead of the dollar bill?" The boy licked his cone and replied, "Because the day I take the dollar, the game is over." A teacher is teaching a class, and she sees that Johnny isn't paying attention, so she asks him, "If there are 3 ducks sitting on a fence and you shoot one, how many are left?" Johnny says, "None." The teacher asks, "Why?" Johnny says, "Because the shot scared them all off." The teacher says, "No, too, but I like how you're thinking." Johnny asks the teacher, "If you see 3 women walking out of an ice cream parlor, one is licking her ice cream, one is sucking her ice cream, and one is biting her ice cream, which one is married?" The teacher says, "The one sucking her ice cream." Johnny says, "No, the one with the wedding ring. But I like how you're thinking." A boy with a monkey on his shoulder was walking down the road when he passed a policeman who said, Now, young lad, I think you had better take that monkey to the zoo." The next day, the boy was walking down the road with the monkey on his shoulder again when he passed the same policeman. The policeman said, "Hey there, I thought I told you to take that money to the zoo." The boy answered, "I did. Today I'm taking him to the cinema. 2 factory workers are talking. The woman says, 'I can make the boss give me the day off.' The man replies, And how would you do that? The woman says, just wait and see. She then hangs upside down from the ceiling. The boss comes in and says, what are you doing? The woman replies, I'm a light bulb. The boss then says, you've been working so much that you've gone crazy. I think you need to take the day off. The man starts to follow her, and the boss says, where are you going? The man says, I'm going home too. I can't work in the dark. One day, Jimmy got home early from school, and his mom asked, why are you home so early? He answered, because I was the only one that answered a question in my class. She said, wow, my son is a genius. What was the question? Jimmy replied, the question was, who threw the trash can at the principal's head? A man takes his sick chihuahua to the veterinarian. They're immediately taken back to a room. Soon, a Labrador walks in, sniffs the chihuahua for 10 minutes, and leaves. Then a cat comes in, stares at the chihuahua for 10 minutes, and leaves. Finally, the doctor comes in, prescribes some medicine, and hands the man a $250 bill. This must be a mistake, the man says. I've been here only 20 minutes. No mistake, the doctor says. It's $100 for the lab test, $100 for the CAT scan, and $50 for the medicine.